Hello YouTube and welcome back for another budget recap. Alright, so today we are going to be looking at how I did in the month of May 2020. Starting off with our fixed costs, we got our mortgage coming in at $1,383.88 and my HOA fee costing $293. Next up, we got the internet at $49.92, phone bill right on target at $75.81, gym payments still held because the gym is still closed, so $0 there. Disability and life insurance being $173.34. Can't live without my streaming services, so I spent $35.85 on Hulu and Disney+. CVS Care Pass costing me $5 and my extra iPhone storage space costing me $1 extra a month. Now moving on to my electricity bill, $34.88. I actually switched to having a fixed plan, so I get fixed payments per kilowatt, and the reason I did that is because I'm predicting that the cost of things is going to go up, including my electricity bill, so I wanted to lock in a fixed cost before that happened. There's a lot of reasons why I think that the price of goods and services is going to go up in the near future, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. Speaking of prices going up, groceries are becoming increasingly more expensive. I don't know if this is the start of hyperinflation or whatever, but that's what's happening. Anyway, I'd like to thank my partner for paying for all of the groceries this month, so you rock, babe. Next up, we have gas. I spent $42.43 on gas this month. BP did have a promo for healthcare workers this month, and yeah, I got 50 cents off per gallon, so it was pretty cheap this month. Also, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on gas if there's nowhere to go because of, pandemic life. Hashtag pandemic life. And next up on the budget, we have dining out, which I included all of the takeout that I spent for me and my partner, and I spent $164.13. That's a lot of money to spend on takeout, but we ate like kings, so no regrets there. That wraps up our semi-fixed costs for the month. Next up is our unexpected costs, which is basically our life happens fund where I don't really budget ahead of time. Typically, I set aside $750 for things that just come up in the month that I wasn't planning on spending money on. This month, however, I spent $1,348.54. It's not as bad as it seems. So my partner and I split costs on things that we wanted to buy around the condominium, like a new lamp or some plants. And we do have new sheet covers and a comforter, which is like awesome. It's like a cloud. Whee! Other things that came up were I got my oil changed and I bought some new running shoes, and I think that running shoes are an investment, honestly. But the most important things that I spent money on this month were a $50 donation to the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund. Now, the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund is a legal organization which is nonprofit, which fights for racial justice through litigation, advocacy, and public education. This organization promotes racial equality, and it's something that I very much strongly believe in. And if you want to donate to this organization, I will leave the link down below in the description. I also gave $1,000 to my mom and dad. I don't want to get into specifics and be too personal, but times are hard. I actually borrowed my dad's car, and eventually I'll have to give it back, but that's the reason I don't have a car payment. But I do pay my dad every couple months for car insurance and tolls, and I also gave them some extra money for groceries. So yeah, that's where my money went this month. I really do believe that when you give back to the world will give back to you. And the journey towards financial independence is a marathon, not a sprint, so I don't want to compromise my morals or my generosity in that pursuit. So let's talk about income and expenses. This month, I brought home an after-tax income of $7,401.42. I did bring home a little bit extra this month simply because my work decided to give us all hazard pay, which was pretty awesome of them. Expenses, I spent a total of $3,585.78, which means that I saved $3,815.64 this month. My expense rate is 48.45%, which means I saved 51.55% of my after-tax income this month. Yes, I could have saved more, but right now there's other things that are my priority besides just saving as much money as I can, which sounds really weird in a financial independence channel, but honestly, that's what it is. Now moving on to my investment section of this video. I invested $200 into my Northwestern Mutual brokerage account, and all of the money that I saved, I put into M1 Finance. Now, if you've been keeping up with my channel, you would know that I merged my Robinhood portfolio, my Webull portfolio, my Acorns portfolio, all under M1 Finance, and just changed my allocation completely. But yeah, so aside from the $200 that went to Northwestern Mutual, all of the rest of the money I saved, I put into my M1 Finance portfolio. So one thing that I really need to be cognizant about, which is something that I did wrong this month, is that I overinvested. So I put so much money into my M1 Finance portfolio, and I wasn't really thinking. So I actually went over what I should have invested by $261.37. Now, the reason I say I overinvested was because that $261 I have to pay myself back for in order to hit my 6-month emergency fund again. But no big deal, I get paid again this week, so I'm gonna pay myself back. Alright guys, that's it for now, and if you want to donate to the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund, I will put the link down below in the description. Alright, peace out.